Are you lying? Are you lying?
I think I lie.
No, are you lying?
Uh-huh.
Are you lying?
I don't know what you're saying. Are you lying? Are you lying?
You have to keep it in your mouth. You have to keep it in your mouth.
Are we live?
You have to put it
Yes.
in your mouth.
We
You're
are.
lying. You're lying to the whole world.
It's happening.
Hey, Ariadne. How can I highlight?
I'm weird. I don't think I like it.
Hey, Ariadne. Did I hit the right button? Hey, y'all. There's Jake. Oh, let me get this window over here. Hi, Jake. Jake Owings. Where'd it go? What is up, friends? Hey, Ariadne.
How do you put this inside?
You guys, thanks for tuning in to the live stream on May 19th, 2020.
I'm drilling. It's happening. It's just.
I'm doing. You can't say drilling. I'm doing.
I'm
I'm doing.
I'm drilling.
I'm doing. So you like to execute tonight.
Oh, no, don't.
Execute.
Hey, Jake says there's no grid tonight. We're clear.
Woo!
Yes.
We hit the right buttons. We know how to do technology in youth ministries. We can do the technologies.
That sounds so funny.
Oh, you guys, where did I end up go? I lost everything. Let me hit the.
I'm so drilly.
Let's see here. Let me click some buttons. Chat. Signature here.
That there, I can tell
I can actually look at you, huh? Okay, Jake. What's up, Audrey? What's up, Nathan Argan Lee? What's up, Ashley? What's up, Audrey? They're the Drill Monkeys. Hello, Landon. It's the... I can't say the he's. It's a half on. I should have taught to talk.
This is.
You guessed it last time, Landon. You got the half on. Hey. Jake says he's taller than Zora. Hey, Nick. What's up, Hottie? Thanks for tuning in, you guys.
Oh, dear goodness.
Are you drawing?
Uh-huh.
You got your
I was going to
diaper.
leave it right there.
It's a lip diaper.
I'm going to do it there.
Lindsay has a lip diaper.
Oh, dear.
Well, we're going crazy in the quarantine, friends. We're losing our orals, and we're just ready to get back into normal. Until then, we're going to show you our dental life.
I actually need to go to the dentist.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't have some tools. So you have a diaper too. That's a good idea. I just did this. A little dental
Then
thing.
it has to drip down your face to get to
That's
that.
true. The diaper is a good idea. This is like a toilet, and that's like a diaper. This requires dripping. It's Aiden. Hi, Aiden.
It hurts my face.
I'm starting to get dry too. A little dry mouth. A little dry mouth here going on, you guys. Well, I'll do this for 2 more minutes.
Cheek exercises. Strengthen those cheeks.
Yeah, the kid one. The kid one's gonna fall. It does hurt, doesn't
It
it?
hurts.
Not as bad as a habanero heifer, that's for sure.
No, definitely not as bad
Habanero
as that.
heifers are a Satan, and we don't like them. We just say no to habaneros. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. Spaghetti. Spaghetti. Don't make me say that words. Spaghetti. Are you drinking?
Spaghetti.
Go ahead, too.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
What's another good word to say?
There's probably
Potatoes. Potatoes.
red leather, yellow leather.
That's good.
Why is that? Red leather,
High
yellow leather.
point. High point.
Potato.
High point, yes, girl. High point, yes, girl.
Welcome. We provide the most intellectually sound, scholarly youth ministry in all of Yamhill County. That's who we're famous for. Scholarly youth ministry. It's pretty much seminary on steroids. Hey, friends. You want to say something?
No.
You just want to look like a champ?
I just want to take this off. It hurts a nap.
Well, it is 6:30 on hands. I think it's time to, oh, man.
Can I take 9 now?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Hey, you actually
Can I
did that
take-
really well.
I just had to get that
That was
in there.
good.
Can I take 9 now?
You can take yours out. We'll put them in later. So you guys, if you just saw that, if we have enough viewers, we're not going to tell you how many people that need to be viewing. But if you send the link to your friends, send it to like 3 friends, send the link now, then we will drink some of this and... Did you have something? No, we just have these. We will drink these with those things in our mouth at the very end of the live stream if we have enough viewers. So
It's not going to go well.
it will be a mess. But you have to send it to 3 people right now. Just send the link. Say, hey, check this out. Our youth leaders are weird, and we love Jesus. And we're weird for Jesus because he's worth it. Did you hear about Ravi Zacharias today, that he passed away? Yeah, okay. So, just one of the most famous Christians on earth. No, today, I don't know if you guys have heard of Ravi Zacharias, but he was my hero since high school. Just the most eloquent Christian author, apologist, speaker, grandfather figure to many, white hair. Anyhow, this guy, he passed away today at the age of 74 from cancer. It was a short battle. And Rick and I were talking about today. Rick Briggs was in the office, and he's inspired both of us. So if you get to check out some stuff from Ravi Zacharias, look at his stuff on YouTube. If you ever wonder how to answer questions when people ask you tough questions about your faith, Ravi will give you a next level answer that you will not remember, but it's really great to listen to. So it's kind of a sad day, but it's sad, but at the same time, it's like, wow. Just to think about the angels roaring in applause today because Ravi's now experiencing what he's been talking about for probably 50 years plus. He has a cool story. He was trying to commit suicide when he lived in India, hated his life. And I don't remember the full story, but you can find his testimony online, how he found Jesus. But he found Jesus because he used logic and thinking, which got him to realize that Christianity is true just by using mathematics. And it's cool. Anyhow, so it's kind of sad, but... Well, you guys, hey, I'll tell a quick joke, and then we have the master of jokes. Our magician Zora from Eastern Europe is going to tell a joke tonight for us. She might even say it in French. We'll see. But first, hey, Milo. Milo, are you watching, buddy? Milo, if you're tuned in, I said if you tune in, I would say your joke, because you have a good joke, but you have to type something to prove that you're here first. So I'll wait for that. But until then, everybody, give it up for, we have the one and only Zora from Eastern Europe. She has a joke for you guys. Here, Steve, take it out of the way. Why don't you get
Say
close?
it in French. Actually, no, I don't want to say it in French because it's too hard and I don't really know the words.
You should do English. Most of these
Okay.
people just speak English.
What is the snake's favorite subject?
I think I know.
Don't say it.
I really want to say it.
Miss Lindsay has it. Can we let her guess?
Fine.
No. You finish it. You finish
See if
it.
somebody types it in here.
Let's
see here. We have the delay, friends, so if it looks like we're behind, it's because we are. The Bergmans are in the house. What's up, Bergmans?
He says do.
Landon wants you to
No.
say it. Oh, sports. Is that true?
No,
From
not
Aiden?
sports.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
But good guess, but it's not sports.
Science.
Is that it?
History.
History.
That's what I
Avery
thought.
Harris. Of course, Avery got this.
Killing it. She probably Googled it. She cheats.
Avery
I'm just
is
kidding. Avery probably doesn't.
Just, I think it's the trailer. Like she's just on a
She just
different
knows.
level. It's a trailer.
Then
line.
again, I thought it was history.
History. Social studies, says Landon. That's what I guessed today too. History. That's a good one.
Science.
Well, Milo, if you're there, buddy,
Well,
if you tune in,
somebody wants me to do it in French. Can I do it?
do it in French. You can say it in French.
Oh, yeah.
Get wait.
We don't know if it's right or wrong. so
Yeah,
just go
just
for it.
make up words we won't even know. Un, deux, trois, quatre.
Hey.
Think. Seed, set, wheat, nerf.
Nerf.
I don't have the French accent.
Wheat, Nerf, Dunlop.
That's all I know.
Qu'est-ce qui est de le serpent préféré? I don't know what subject is in French.
You could just say subject. Subject. Sounds very French.
Now, how do you say history in French?
I don't know. Restaurant. I don't know.
Ooh, I like that.
That's not it. I don't know.
Histoire is story, though, right? Histoire, but it looks like history.
Yeah.
They say story for history. This is what they call a story. Well, guys, hey, we're gonna keep rolling. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yes, Avery, for the record, you did not cheat. We believe you because you're such a stellar, awesome 6th grader.
You're awesome.
And Ashley Enos is in the house. Well, you guys, hey, we'll make the announcement now. If you send a link of this live stream to 3 friends, and if we have enough people, we're not going to tell you the number, but if we have enough people, then Miss Lindsay and I and Zora, we will wear these speak out thingies, and we will try to drink liquid at the end of the live stream. It'll be a mess. It'll be funny because we love you and you guys are worth it.
Yep.
But you have to let your friends know. Don't just sit there and be like, oh, I'm just going to soak this in by myself. No, you got to share this stuff. So guys, hey, we have a fun game for you guys. So we're going to start off with a game, then we'll do some announcements, then Miss Lindsay's going to bring an awesome message today to finish up this series. And we're going to do worship because we can. Why not? We're going to do some worship, which would be great. So the game is this, you guys. We're going to do a game called charades. That's a French word. And so Lindsay's going to do some acting. I'm going to do some acting. We'll let Zora act out some stuff too. And Zora, we'll actually give you we'll give you the second one. So you guys type in when you think you know the answer. My wife said, good job, Mark. Histoire. Cool. I had a little bit of French that came out. So here's the game. So you guys type it in if you know this. So the first one, let's see. Lindsay, you want to start off with the first one? Then we'll have Zora do this one. Everybody watch Miss Lindsay. See if you can guess what this is.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh.
A shark.
Oh! It could be true. But they're supposed to type in, right? But I think you're right. So maybe Zora won. Zora, you won the whole thing.
Zora wins charades.
She's going to do the game and she's going to win the game. You guys, that's our icebreaker. Someone says, do it, Mark. Samsung Smart Fridge. I'm not sure. Shark is come flying in. All right. The next one, sweets. Let me whisper
Nice.
to you. Wait for the microphone. Let's come back here. Okay. You ready?
You can't hear what they're saying. No, you can't hear it. Oh.
All right. Watch Zora for this one. You can make sound effects. You can make sounds for this one.
That's good.
Something.
They can't see you.
Oh.
Let's make some stuff here. Get you in the shot, okay? So they make a really high sound, right? All right, people are guessing. Is it an alligator? No, Landon, it's not an alligator. Good guess. A wasp? A mosquito! Aubrey Summers!
Nice.
Woo! Aubrey, you got it. It's a mosquito. You got that one. That was quick. People are guessing B. All right, we see the next one here. Can you just go back, sweets? The next one is... Okay, I got this one. You guys ready? You need a book. I'm going to get a good book. A youth ministry book. It's a good book. It's not a book, but it'll work. All right. actually never seen this DVD.
I think I know what it is.
Let me put it down. If I don't have it, ooh, my head. Ooh, headache. More.
I think I know what it is.
Let's see what they say. Can let that, yeah.
I think I know what it is.
Aubrey, you got it. It's coffee. Good job, Aubrey.
I thought you were drinking drugs.
Drugs? Drinking drugs? No, child. Reading that book, drinking drugs, that's a bad thing to do. Don't drink your drugs, kids. That's the moral of the story. All right, who's next?
Where are you?
It's me. Okay.
All right, Lindsay's got this one. You guys ready?
Can I do another one?
Yes, Miss Lindsay's out.
Let's see. I don't know how else to do it.
Avery says don't do drugs.
It's good.
That's true. Or don't drink them. Aiden. Don't drink your drugs.
Avery.
Avery gets it again. It's
Avery
corn.
and Aubrey and Aiden, they're like
Eating corn.
tip top.
You guys are on this. Zora, you have the next one. Okay, you ready for this one?
Yes.
I'll whisper to your... Oh, let's see here. What's another one? Actually, I'll give you a different one, okay? Ready?
You can't hear what they're saying. You can't hear it. No, you can't. You can't hear what they're saying. Shh, you can't hear it. No, you can't hear what they're saying. Oh, yeah, you can't hear.
Let's see. Okay.
Oh, they're still talking and you can't hear them. You can't hear.
All right, Zora's got it. You guys ready?
Oh no.
Is this you playing with your sisters?
No.
That's not Sadie's face.
Hmm.
Climbing. You're climbing something.
Something big and round.
Ah.
Oh, and now you're hitting it.
Let's see here. Mark doesn't know how to drink coffee. That's true. I don't do coffee. Karate, climbing, whip, ninja, abusive child.
Oh,
No.
Ellison
Samurai.
was close.
I think that's, yeah, Ellison, you're on track there. Chopping with an axe.
Yes.
Ashley, you're super close.
Yes, I am, but with
Indian.
Sarah
Jones.
also partly close.
Lumberjack. Climbing a tree. No.
well, yes, I'm
Logger,
climbing a
yes,
tree.
but what does a logger do? What's the specific thing? That's what we want to hear. What is he doing? What is she doing? Landon, my dad. Used to be your dad. Used to do this all the time. What do we got?
Come on,
You
guys.
guys are close. We only have two more things to act out. So what does a lumberjack do, Ashley? You're so close.
Not climbing a tree, but there it is.
Oh, it's Nathan or Morgan, right?
Or Richard. It could be Richard.
Probably Rich. Rich is like racking up all these points. All right, a Lee, whichever Lee that is, cutting down a tree or whatever you wrote. Good job, Zora.
Yes, it's cutting down a tree.
All right, I'll do. Let's see, who's next? Is it me? Yeah. Let's just cut to the last two, okay? So, okay, I gotta think about this one. Man, how do I do this? Get in a character.
Are we allowed to use words for this one?
If they need help, yes, but not at the beginning.
Okay.
I think I know what you're doing, but I'm not gonna say it.
Oh my gosh.
I know what it is. I wish I could do another one. I know. I think I know. Oh, I think I really know.
All right. That's all I... Ashley. Dave.
Worshiper, singer,
Worshiper. I want specifics. It's a person that we know and love.
Aubrey!
Did Aubrey get it? Yes, with the question mark. Lindsay? Lindsay! That was my best impersonation of Lindsay. And I don't think I did it very well,
I
but
wish
that's all I
I could do
had.
one more.
We just have one last one. Miss Lindsay's going to do it, okay?
Oh, this
We're gonna
is...
keep things
I
rolling.
don't know.
If she can do it, I want to do it.
I want to use words.
If they need help, you can add that. It was Lindsay.
Okay.
It's our last one, you guys. Oh, Aiden. Wait. Yeah.
He did.
Yep, Aiden got it.
What was it?
Would you know who she was trying to be?
No.
She's trying to be your dad. Did that seem like your dad? She started off very tall so the camera could even see her face. That was pretty good. Well, you guys are rocking it here. This is fun to interact with you guys. And man, we got some great announcements for you. Obviously, we don't have all the answers, but we're going to act like we have some answers. This whole COVID thing is, we're excited to be with you. So our first announcement really is, just a reminder, if you just tuned in, to send this link of this live stream to 3 friends. And because you don't want to miss, you don't want your friends to miss also what Lindsay's going to share from the Bible, some great stuff. And make sure they catch that. If we have enough viewers, then we will do some crazy stuff at the end of the night with our speak out things. We'll try to drink liquid. So make sure to send that.
How funny would that be?
Yeah, it'd be really awkward. So that is that. You guys say, just to roll on. So next week, here's a big announcement. We don't know a lot of stuff, but next week, we're going to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, we are going to meet with you next week. So we're going to kick off small groups next week by grade. We're probably going to be in a park or somebody's yard, so we may not have an answer for you till Monday, realistically, because there's a lot of change. Yesterday, Lindsay and I were in a very long meeting, and we thought we had everything figured out how to re-enter. And then Pastor Dave gets one email that says, oh, by the way, no, everything's wrong. So then we start planning for that, and then later that evening we see that, okay, now we're back to where we were. Mm-hmm. So it's so hard to plan. We wish we could tell you stuff about Tadmore and Move, and we just don't have those answers. I talked with Maverick from Tadmore, and he said this Friday they should have an answer for us. But it's been super tough for the Tadmore crew to make these decisions. It's been tough for us, but Tadmore has it a lot more difficult because it's just weird for them. They're not a church. They're not like a school. They're a camp. So, but next week, whatever it takes, we are going to meet with you guys and be ready to be flexible. We're going to make the most of it. We're going to be joyful, and we're pumped to see you. We might have to wear gloves and a mask. You might have to take your temperature. You might have to pack out your own garbage. We don't even care.
Yeah, be ready to follow some rules. It'll be worth it because we'll be together, but we are going to be respectful.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of rules. So be flex, and we're going to be joyful and make the most of it and have a lot of fun. You guys are worth the trouble. So we are done with Zooms. We don't want to Zoom with you guys anymore. We want to hang out and actually have fun in a park and get back to normal youth ministry. So yeah, stay tuned for more information about that. So you guys, hey, tomorrow your talent contest video is due at 9:00 at night. So we want to see your stuff. You guys are so incredibly talented. I miss youth groups, specifically the worship side of things. We just have amazing, talented band members, and I miss seeing you guys up there to lead your fellow students and to do what you do. It is what it is, but you still can show your talents to God and show them to us. So turn in your video. No longer than 2 minutes. Send that video in through an email, Google Drive. Figured out how to send it in. It's due tomorrow, so film it tomorrow or tonight when this is done. 3 categories: creative, athletic, or musical. So even if it doesn't fit in those categories, it'll probably end up being in the creative category. We're going to do a reaction video with the videos. We'll put them all together. We'll put that out on YouTube on this channel here. So that we're excited to see your stuff. We got some creative peeps
It's going to be good.
in our youth ministry. That's due tomorrow. Avery, you're wrong. You do have talent. You should get out on like a scooter or...
Skateboard, longboard, girl.
Yeah, you figure it out. Try to see how far you can throw your brother, Evan. It'd be fun to watch.
Don't do that. Don't throw
It's the Evan toss, my favorite driver. What else, Lindsay? Is that it for announcements? I think that's all I got.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, hey, I'm going to hand it to Lindsay. Lindsay's got the message for tonight. I'm super excited for this. And obviously, we're in a series called Utterly Removed. I'll let her talk about that. This is our last week in this series. But all you need to know, if you just tuned in, I recognize most of these names on here.
Nice.
Thank you, Zora. That's perfect. But if we have someone who's brand new, if you're like, you just logged in, you're like, who are these people? What's going on? Jesus has changed my life. Jesus has changed Lindsay's life. Jesus has changed Zora's life, right? And that's why we're here. We do crazy fun stuff and we do youth ministry because we are completely different and we're saved. Not just that we get heaven someday, but our lives here, we get a taste of heaven on earth and life is radically changed. So that's what we're all about. That's why we do all of this bacteria, barrier, all the tech, meetings, because we're trying to get this message to you guys. But hey, Lindsay has a message for you guys and I'm pumped. So Lindsay, it's all you.
Oh dear, I just lost it. Well, we've been in the series called Utterly Removed. Who can remind me the past few weeks what the different spiritual disciplines that we have talked about, what have they been? So we'll wait for you to chime in and remind us the things we've done. The first week was this, and the next week was... And then the next week, I think, was... And then it was...
Which one did you say? Here's the list here.
Oh, yeah. And then, I don't know how to act number 4 out. Number 5.
I don't either. Washing feet.
And number 6 was today.
Yeah.
So, I don't know where we're at in the live stream. I asked them to say the different weeks. Utterly removed. What were the different things we did? Who can tell us? What are the different things? Meditating on the Bible. Yep. Nice job, Ellison. Oh, Aiden said he got today. Does that mean maybe he said fasting somewhere in there?
Could be.
Well, it was meditating on the word, worship, prayer, serving, giving,
Good
and
job,
this.
Sarah.
There we go. Nice job, Sarah. This week is fasting. So, do you fast? I don't know how many of you guys saw the video from yesterday. We had a bit of a race, and it was a lot of fun. I wanted to do it again.
We can do it again.
No, it was fun. The video's great. It talks about what fasting is. And so tonight we're going to talk a little bit more about fasting because we read about fasting in the Bible like all over the place. Daniel, like the guy, in the lion's den, he fasted. Abraham fasted. King David fasted. Paul from the New Testament fasted. Even Jesus fasted. But tonight I want to talk to you about a guy named Ezra. So he was a Judean priest. He was a priest in Judah, which was in Jerusalem, which is like this God's people. And Jerusalem was called the city of David. So that's where the kings of Judah lived. And as we know, Jesus came from the line of David. So this was a really important bloodline. King after king after king was a part of Jesus' extended family. And these were God's chosen people. So they're the ones he freed from slavery from Egypt and parted the Red Sea. Like miracle after miracle, God just kept saving and freeing and showing his grace and love and mercy to his people, the people in Judah. So some kings, they led well and they led in obedience to God, and some kings did not. And the kings that did not and who decided to go into idol worship and false gods, those kind of people, they fell. Those kings led their country into destruction. And there was a destruction, and the land was conquered. The people were conquered. So the book of Ezra is written after the Jews returned to Jerusalem after being exiled in Babylon, because the Babylonian king and the Babylonian nation, they conquered the nation of Judah. And so Ezra led a bunch of, at this point though, they've been in exile for a while. The king of Babylon or whatever, he eventually says, you guys can go ahead and go back to your country. And so Ezra leads these Jews back to Jerusalem, and they're trying to get Jerusalem back in order and like rebuild the temple of God and all these things. And Ezra was a man of God. He pursued God. He pursued the law. He wanted to be obedient, and he wanted to help the people because they had gone crazy at this point. They were not following God. They were doing all sorts of crazy against the law, the Torah thing. Like they were not. They were living in sin. They were literally going crazy. Like forgot all the miracles God had done for them, and Ezra wanted to bring them back. So people were coming back to Jerusalem. They were getting settled. And at this point, Ezra, he begins to fast. So no food and no water. And he just mourned over the sins of these people. He mourned over how far that they had come away from God. And he fasted and he prayed. And then he ended up challenging them and saying, you guys got to turn away from sin and you got to come back to God. And they were like, you're right, we do. But he spent time fasting. And I tell you this specific story about Ezra because I see the world we live in, and I see our nation right now, and I see how far we have strayed away from God, how our nation, the United States, but also just the world, how they have so strayed from God, and culture has made it so easy for us. And because video games or phones or social media, that's become our idols, or we see celebrities or sports teams as our false gods, or even the people around us. People aren't always kind, or they care way more about having a lot of money or having nice things instead of just letting God be enough. So people are just trapped in their sin, but we as God's people, we have to rise up because there are billions of people that still don't know God, who are still comfortable in their sin, and that breaks God's heart, so it should break our hearts too. And so I want us, like Ezra, I want to invite you guys tomorrow for lunch. I want you to fast with me. Not necessarily like with me, but wherever you're at, skip your lunch meal, and instead of eating, like when you're in school and it's time for your lunch break, take time to then go off by yourself and don't have lunch. Use that time to just spend it with God and to read your Bible, listen to worship music, and pray. Pray for our nation, these people who don't know God, who have strayed so far away from God that they're all in their sin and they're comfortable in their sin. We need to pray for our nation so that they would know God. And if we do this together, if we together tomorrow pray at the same time, we give up our food and we allow that hunger, like, oh, my stomach hurts, I'm so hungry, but God is enough for me in this moment, and I'm just gonna press into him, and I'm gonna pray for this nation because it breaks God's heart and it breaks my heart too. So that's what I want to invite you to do tomorrow for lunch. If you have a parent, or if you have a phone, or if you have Alexa, set a reminder to remind you tomorrow for lunch to skip lunch and to pray for our nation. If for some reason, health-wise, that is not a good or safe option for you, give up social media for the day. And every time you're like, I really want to scroll Instagram, use that time instead to, I'm going to just pray for my nation. I'm going to pray for my friends. I'm going to pray for my family. Or give up TV. No screen time tomorrow, other than what you have to do for school. Or whatever it is for you, something that you like to do, something that is comfortable for you, give it up for the day and say, I'm going to press into God. I'm going to fast from this, and I'm going to give my all to God, and I'm going to pray over our nation and over our world so that we could turn back to God.
That's great.
That's really good. Yeah, and I'll just add to Lindsay. Like, I don't think maybe a lot of you guys don't even know this, but as you pray tomorrow, as you do this, pray for our country, but really pray for our church. I think people forget that our lead pastor Dave he's actually resigned, and we don't talk about it very often. But as we search for the next lead pastor of this church, it's a great thing to insert that prayer in during your fasting, like just to say, hey, whoever's next. Because Pastor Dave is literally trying to help like 70 churches in the Northwest in a global pandemic as they're all reaching out to him. He's trying to lead our church, and he's still doing a great job. And so we need to really I think about Acts chapter 13 and 14. They fasted when they had big decisions in the church. And so, guys, how cool if you added that in your prayer also tomorrow for the next lead pastor of our church. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of a challenge for myself as well. But it's great.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
So we're going to sing a song. We're going to sing, it's one of my favorites. It's called Set a Fire. Because we want God to set a fire in our hearts, in our lives. We want him to set a fire in our nation. We want him to set a fire in our world so that we could just have more and more and more of him. So this is what we are going to sing, and I want you to sing along. Okay? There's no place I would rather
guys, hey, we'd love to pray for you guys. We don't know what you've been through the last couple weeks. Maybe some of your leaders know, but maybe we don't know. If you just want to message in some prayer requests, I'd love to finish by just praying for you guys. It's the best thing that we can do. And I think that this quarantine kind of forces us to do things that are the most important thing that we kind of neglect. Often I hear people say, oh, well, we could just pray. I'm like, just pray? Like, that's the most important thing that we can do. So we'd love to pray for you guys. If you just comment in what it is, and we can lift it up to you, to God right now for you guys. And other than that, we are about 10 viewers short of our goal to do Madness at the end of the night. But let that inspire you guys for our next live stream. If you have a buddy, maybe someone that you love dearly that's maybe not a church person, maybe not a youth group person, this is an easy way to invite them to youth group. You just send them the link. I do that Saturday night with our church live stream. I'll just send the link to some friends that I love that are not church people and say, hey, I think God has a message for you tomorrow. Check this out. It's easy peasy. I see Landon's. I want to pray for Landon's grandma. She hit her head. Do you want to pray for her?
Yeah. Dear Jesus, please help Landon's grandma to feel better because she hit her head. And please help her to heal her head.
Amen. Jesus, I think it's Olivia. It's the JMO Bennett. I think it's Olivia. If that's not you, Olivia, sorry. But Jesus, you know everything about her aunt who's suffering from anxiety. I know a lot of people are really crippled by anxiety right now. Give her peace. Have your arms wrap around her and have her just dwell in a supernatural peace that comes from you.
God, I just pray for all the kids and their school stuff, and for Aiden specifically, and Aubrey, and just the stress that school is causing them, but and for Aiden's talent show to go well. He's such a talented kid. They're a talented family. So God, I just pray that you would be glorified in all that they do.
And Jesus, we do ask for patience. There's so many families that are just on a thin line of patience, God. So we just ask that you use this season for families to bond more. And please help people to be smart in phase one and not to go against what the medical teams and the government is saying. But God, have people respond well. Have us as the church rise up in a respectful way. And Jesus, I think about Aiden Powell. I miss that guy. And Jesus, you know every detail about Aiden Powell. And God, may this be the year that he says yes to you. That he uses that sharp mind to aim it to you in worship and use Landon in a powerful way in conversations with Aiden.
God, I pray for the Zook family and for Rock of Ages, that you would just protect that entire center, not only from the infection, but that your presence would just be felt in that whole place, that whole area, that it would just be covered by your presence, God, that there wouldn't be fear, that there would just be excitement just for who you are and what you're doing, but that you would just protect all of them, that you would protect Lucas and his family and his aunts and uncles and grandparents, because a lot of them work there. So God, I just pray that you cover them all, protect them all, and allow this to be a time where they really just feel your presence and get to know you deeper.
Jesus, thank you for Avery. And as her friend is struggling, staying close to you, God, give Avery words just from you. Have Avery be used in just the coolest way to speak truth in love, and have her friend just say yes to you. Have her friend just be hungry for nothing other than you, God, and have her friend just say yes, and to have her life be consumed by the Holy Spirit. Well, you guys, hey, thanks for tuning in, my friends. And next week, whatever it takes, we're going to see you guys. So our small group, home group leaders, all 26 out of 26 said yes to meeting outside, to meet with you guys. So we're going to figure it out. Stay tuned to the remind text, email, social media, because we'll let you know the location where you guys are going to meet. Your leaders are choosing the park or the property, maybe it's somebody's backyard. We'll let you guys know as we get closer, because we're ready to see you guys and just to be back. And Sunday morning, we're not sure yet, so don't even think about it yet. We're not there, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to that bridge. So.
Should I at least just sing a little ditty with this?
Might as well. Since we had, we're 10 short, you deserve a little something.
Song suggestions, guys?
Wait, we're gonna drink the liquid.
No, we're not. We're gonna put these in. You can put it in your mouth. You can try to sing a song. Where'd mine go?
There's no place I'd rather be. There's no place I'd rather be. There's no place I'd rather be. Here in your love, here in your love. There's no place I'd rather leave. There's no place I'd rather leave. There's no place I'd rather leave. Here in your love, here in your love. Let a heart on and awesome that I can't contain and I can't control. All you got, all set a fire down your awesome that I can't contain and I can't control. All you got, all you got. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. I got that. I don't know the girl. Waymaker, miracle worker.
Turtles.
No, I don't know the. I don't know.
It didn't sound very good for some reason.
Our God is a lion, the Lion of Judah. He's roaring in power, power.
He's roaring
He's
hard.
roaring in power
Hard.
and power.
Hard. This really stings.
I know it's
Your guitar.
He's roaring in tower.
he's roaring in power.
Wow.
He's roaring in
Well, you guys,
tower.
we hope you brought some entertainment to you, and we hope that you guys were inspired.
Tower.
Send in your videos tomorrow. We're excited to see your talent. Even if it's like 10 seconds, you guys, just send it in. Don't be self-conscious. Don't be like, I don't know. It might be embarrassing. No, just the craziest. Even if it's a trick shot that fails, we don't care. We want to see your stuff. Be unique. Be creative.
Do it.
If somebody knows Caleb Gross, Caleb, if you're on this, buddy, hello. If you're just incognito, tell Caleb I miss him and that he should send in a video of him doing something about Vladimir Putin. Because I miss my Putin jokes with Caleb. Those are always a good time.
Heater, higher, hector, hacker, heckle, hackers. Heater, higher, hector, kill hackers. Heater, higher, hector, hacker, heckle, hackers.
A heck of heckled hackers. The H's.
Heckers.
It's just not right.
Oh, I can't wait to see your faces.
Yeah. So Isaac just asked a good question. Where do you send it to? Send it to Lindsay's email address. So English at hillchurch.com. I'll type it in here.
English@hillchurch.com.
Your diaper.
That's my email. Send your videos. Yeah, send your videos. Guys, if one of you guys should do this for a talent. Put this one in one of your mouths and play
Do
a
it.
song and sing it.
Do it, friends.
Do it.
All right, guys. That's all we got.
No, I want to drink it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
High Point has a good team. We recruit the best, friends. Sorry, you want to say something? Want to say bye-bye?
I wish I could do that.
I know, right?
Your diaper.
It looks really fun.
All right, friends, we're going to log off, you guys. It's been real. Until next time,
Ta-da.
the diaper's in place.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. We'll see you
You're
later.
awesome.
Next week, back at it.